Hello everybody, how's it going today? Superfiend here. Welcome back to Planet Coaster, our theme park Whacky World. We're here outside the Hidden Temple where we recently worked on the lockers and this accessibility elevator, and now we need to clean this part up here. Now I've been looking at it, and to be honest, this is going to be a little bit tricky. This is going to be kind of hard to do, and what I'm thinking we're going to do is we're going to have like some sort of stone archway here. And then above the stone archway, it'll be kind of flat, and then it will look like this is all being supported. It's going to be a little tricky getting this to work because my first inclination is to like duplicate this, flip it around, and slide it over here, but then it's going to block the path. So we're going to have to get a little creative with this. I don't know if this is going to be easy to do. So let's just get started and let's just see how far we can go with this and what it's going to end up looking like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this building, and I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to rotate it 180. Okay. And what I want is I want this to be directly across from the other one. So we're going to kind of move it this way. We'll slide it this way until they're perfectly lined up with each other or very close to it. Doesn't have to be exact, but that's pretty close, right? Okay, that's pretty close. Maybe a little bit further in. Okay, that's gonna be close enough. And so this is gonna end up like over here somewhere. Okay, we're gonna need to move this trash can. I'll just slide it down this way a little bit for now. See, this is what I'm talking about. This side over here, it blocks the pathway where they're walking in. That's okay. That's okay. We'll be able to make this work, I think. So let's go back into this building and let's see if we can start sliding some of these pieces over. Depends on if it's going to give us a nice axis or not. Let's see. Now it gave us a fuddy-duddy one. Okay, let's do it this way then. Okay, those are all going the way we want to go, so we'll just kind of slide that out. I'll get these ones here. And those are, what, kind of like that. It doesn't need to be exact on each side. The only people that will know it's imperfect are those that watch the series. Most other people will just look at it and go like, wow, it looks really great. This one is a little off. That's okay. Hey, that's a little better. Okay. Maybe a little bit in there, and then maybe these two need to come out just a slight bit. Oops. Accidentally duplicated them. Okay. And then what else do we got? We got the torch. We don't need to worry about the backside. Okay, torch will go right about there. And then we'll get these little things if we can. Come on. And we'll take away the extra. And then we could slide these right in. Okay. Oh, and then this whole bit right here. Now it got it for us. Okay. So, and then how far apart are they in here? There's a little gap between them, right? And then what we'd like to do is we'd like to line this one up pretty much directly across from the other one here. That looks pretty close. Maybe come this way a tiny bit. Okay, that's pretty good. And then, of course, now one is going to end up poking out a little bit further than the other. Let's see, how far do they stick out? Just a little bit past where it kind of curves in there. So maybe a little bit further along this direction. Be about close enough. Okay, so now that we have that, we have these two things directly across from each other, mirroring each other. And let's see. I think I kind of want the whole thing to come out into the path just a tiny bit here. Okay. And then now we can kind of start working on the archway that's going to go over the top of them. I'm going to clean all this up. This is, of course, not the final resting place for all these pieces. It's just, you know, it's a work in progress. So now, this will be tricky. We want to put a new building down. Now, does it work if I do this? I know it works when I'm in a building grid. I don't know if it will work if I click on a building and hit X and then go to building. Nah, it took it away. Okay. But what we need to do is we need to get this piece like right in between both of them, pretty much about equidistant. And then we want the white line that's going side to side. We want that pretty much going right into the middle of the pieces here on the floor. And that's probably pretty close. Probably pretty close. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the adventure scenery. I don't know if this is going to work. This is the part that I'm not sure is going to work. I hope this works because this will make my life a lot easier. Those are too big. 1M by 1M. I think it's going to have to be the 1M by 1Ms. So let's see. Okay, so now that is directly on top of there. Okay. And then we'll go up. Okay, so this archway may come out of here like this. And then we'll duplicate this one and we'll go across. And I'm hoping this is going to work. I don't know that it will. Okay, now this is the part where it's going to get tricky. So now I've got them both selected. They are both pretty much like equidistant left and right of this centerpiece, and they should be the same exact height. So now when I do a... Oh, man, I was hoping it would put this right in the middle. It didn't. It did not. Okay, so let's Control Z, Control Z. Okay, let's X. Let's try it this way. We'll just slide it in like right there. And then we'll go this side. See if this will work. Okay, and then we want that piece and that piece. Now, see, it's putting the axes over here. God, this game annoys me when it does this kind of crap. I want the axes over here, like right in between the two pieces. Because then I could rotate them and get like a perfect circle, but it's doing this boneheaded nonsense. I hate when it does this. It drives me insane. Come on. Oh boy. This is going to be irritating now. Let's see. What if we add some more? Now we got a nice graphical glitch. Ah, it puts it over there again. You mother effer. Okay, so let's see if we just duplicate the whole building. Ah, there we go. Now we got one in the center. Gosh, what a pain in the neck. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to rotate it. Let's see. Do we want it to be like that? I'm looking at these ones up here. Or do we want it to be like that? I think we want it to be like that. Okay. And then we'll rotate again. Same deal. And after each rotation, I grab the one on the end and do a duplicate, Control X. And we'll do that one, and then we'll do it again. Yeah, okay, see, I didn't get them perfect. Okay, so let's undo all that. I'm trying to select this building. Okay, let's move this thing. Let's go outside with it. Ah, boy. Let's see. Let's go way over here to the nice flat ground. Okay. I guess we just get rid of all these. They don't seem to be working, right? And we'll get this guy, like... Let's get it right in the center using the white dot on the ground. Okay. And then let's... if we duplicate this and bring it all the way over here... Is it going to get the wrong axes again? I think it will. No, now it put it in the center. That's weird. Okay, well that's what we want. We just want to be able to do this. This is much easier. Okay. Here we go. So just doing Control X each time. And just making a nice little archway. And then this is where it will flatten out. About like that. And then we go back to the original 2. And just go the other way. A little tedious. But Control X each time. And then hit X to get to the rotation. And just try to get it, as close as I can. To an actual archway. All right, and then the next one here will go flat. Looks like we need one more. Okay, so we may have one too many blocks that are flat. And then we can come out of here. We can come out of that. We'll duplicate this building. Okay, so we'll leave the other one over there because we may need it. We may need it in a little bit. But we'll fly back in here. Hit Shift to flatten it out on the ground. And then, let's see. Now we'll edit this building and we'll just start taking away pieces that we don't need. Right to about there. And there's one too many in here. Okay, so we could delete that one. And then there's one too many over there. We delete that one. Okay, good. Now, let's see. We want to slide it this way a little bit. And then we need to delete the wood post. So we'll delete that. Now they become free-floating scenery. When we hit I to go to our select tool, we can select this building. And the free-floating pieces. And we've only got one building selected in 87 scenery pieces. So then we can add those scenery pieces to the selected building. And then we can click on them. Edit this building. And then now we can stand them upright. And we do that by rotating twice. And then we could lift it up. And then we can kind of push it in. Okay, there we go. Now, it's a little bit more of a perfect circle than I had intended. It's also not quite wide enough. It's also not quite wide enough. That's okay. So we want it to be like right about there. Right about there. Okay. And then now I'm going to have to go and I'm going to have to move each of the pieces just a tiny bit. Okay, we're using the world axes. So if we slide it back just a little. Let's just see what this ends up looking like as we do this. I think this is going to work. But it may not. There we go. And we could see around the edges that's kind of breaking up just a tiny bit, but that's okay. Can always fill that in with some other scenery pieces. All right. So there, not bad, not bad. So now we got this nice archway as you walk in here. And of course the problem is it covers the path here. And don't worry, I got a plan for that. I do have a plan for that. Now on this side, I don't think we need this giant thing. I don't think we need it, and we don't need the elevator. Okay, so we'll just start removing some of these pieces here. What else do we have in here? I don't think we need that. I don't think we need the column or that, and I don't think we need these down there. Let's see, can I get it? Okay. Do we have some in here? No, this building. Oh, and then we still have the stuff on the floor. Get rid of all these. Come on. There we go. And get rid of that. Get rid of... How come right-clicking on this is not working all of a sudden? It's because when I deleted all the building pieces. So now that's all free-floating scenery. Gosh darn it. Okay, so let's go back. Let's put some of that stuff back. I need to put the... Okay, so now it's all part of the same building again. Darn it. What I need to do... Oh, boy. I need to take all of those scenery pieces and attach them to this over here. That is what I need to do. So if I delete that, hit I, select all of that. Okay, we don't want the lockers. We don't want this building. We don't want the rock building. What? It deselected everything over here. No, come on. Okay, deselect that. Deselect the lockers. Deselect that. What other building? Okay, deselect that. I still got 2 buildings. Is there something else in here that's a grid piece? Yeah, okay, that's still a building. So what is left in here that's a building? What is left in here that's on the grid? Oh, come on. Yeah, we got to go back in and delete more of this. What is this? That's just a rectangle. That's not on the grid. None of that stuff is. Alright, let's just do this again. Alright, now it's back to free-floating scenery pieces. Okay, good. So what we'll do is we'll select all this again. So I want to get all that stuff. Okay, not the one on top, not the lockers, not this one, not the rocks. I've still got 3 buildings selected. Not that over there. Not that. Okay, I got 1 building and all the little scenery pieces in here. Good, finally. That was kind of obnoxious, no? Get out of the select tool. Edit the building. And we want to get rid of... these in here. This one and that one. Okay, good. And there's none of them over here now. Okay. So, now that we've got this archway and this stuff across as part of the same building, I'm thinking what we want to do is we want the archway. We kind of want it to just come straight across, right? Okay, we don't need that. And we don't need that. Okay, we got a good axis. Oh, what's it doing? So come over to about here. Okay. And then, let's see. If I hit this block right here and hit X, we get that axis. And then if we go 4x2, or maybe I want just this one here. Let's see. How big is this? I think I want something that's more of a rectangle. Yeah, I think I want more of a rectangle. I don't want this. Well, I don't think I want that. Maybe I do. And what's that one look like? This could be okay, but we need to rotate it. The axis is on the edge. How come it's not in the center of the block? Oh, that's aggravating. That's so aggravating. I wish we could reposition the axes on objects. I really do. Okay, so we got to get this about... And it's like... It looks like it's slanted, doesn't it? It doesn't look like it's lying flat. It looks slanted. Okay, in any case, so we'll go from there. And we go across. It's about like that. It really does. It looks like it's like... It doesn't look like it's flat. It looks slanted. Okay, now we could do probably this one. We hit X, and we do that same block, which was this one. Rotate it that way. Join up to there. Okay. And we'll go across. Making sure that it's sunk in on this side. Good. And we could probably, so we went this one, so now we could probably skip down to this one. Get the same block. Rotate this way. Slide it up until it meets right here, and then push it in. Okay. And then probably one more, like right here. Let's Let's see. No. Okay. Okay, so we want to move it up until they join. So there. Get our little check mark. Okay, and then now we got to start doing this side. So we hit X, get the big block. 2 rotations that way. Move it up until they join. Although, what's up with this one? All right, that one doesn't look as clean, but you know what? I don't know if I care. Oh gosh, I do care. I do care. The OCD is kicking in. I can't let it be like that. Okay, that's a little bit better. Where's the check? Okay, then we go that way. And then we'll go back over here. Get this one, hit X, hit that. 2 rotations, slide it up till they meet. Why does this look so funky? It needs to come this way. Is Y, okay. Slide it over. Okay. And one more time. One more time. X. Get our big rectangle. Okay. Slide it up till they meet. Looks like it needs to kind of go back in a little bit. And let's see. Okay, so now as you walk in, you got this stone archway. I still have to do something over here on this side. This side's, not done. Work in progress. And let's see, what else do we want to do here? I wonder if I could repeat this pattern on the other side. I wonder if we have the scenery pieces for that. Let's see. I don't think we do. What's it look like again? Like triangles? Content packs, adventure. We got little, that's kind of close, but not exact, right? The problem is I can't have the giant archway over here. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And we also need to kind of move this stuff over. So maybe we'll move that stuff first, and then the rest of it will kind of come to us as we work. So let's select all that stuff. We'll hit X, and we'll just slide it and cover up the right entrance where this guy's standing, right? So like they could clip a little bit right there. We don't mind if they clip in that way. And then I think we should take this one, rotate it around. Let's turn on our light so we can see for a moment. Okay. And we'll just repeat this pillar going up. And on this side, oh, it looks like I grabbed too much. We want to push this block back over. Yep. Okay. Now on this side, I think we want to keep this where it is. This little snake tail. I think we want to keep it on this side, but on the other side over here, You know, it's kind of disappearing. And let's duplicate this. Let's bring it back. Come on. And this will just intercept the path a little bit. That's okay. And maybe then we'll just slide that back like right there. And we still need to do something about this. This doesn't look quite right. And we need some pieces like going across here. So let's see. How can we make this look right? And I think the way we'll make it look right is we'll take these. We'll duplicate it. We're going to slide it over. Okay, we'll take this one out of it. And I think we get rid of these two things right here. We're not going to be needing these on this side. Okay. So we go back to this. Deselect that block. Slide this over like right here, right? Okay, so now that covers that side. And we could probably get rid of this torch or just turn it off. Okay, so we turn that one off because without the torch cam on the camera, we have a lot of light just from these 4 torches right here. It might be a little too much. Okay, and then all we need to do now is like slide some beams going across. What happened right here? There's pieces missing. How'd that happen? How did that happen? Anything else missing? That looks pretty good, right? That looks okay. And so now we just need to figure this part out. And maybe... Well, no, I think we're going to leave this this column that's here originally on the inside. I think we'll leave it for now. They can just kind of intersect with each other. That's okay with me. But we need to bring some scenery coming across here. And let's see. How tall is this? So I'm kind of thinking, you know, what we do. Okay, so we've selected that. And we go back over to the building pieces. And we get one of those really big ones. And we just go like straight across. Although I wish we had one that was longer. But maybe this will look okay. Maybe this will look okay. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of okay with it. Kind of okay with that. On this side, I think I want to lift the snake tail up a little bit higher. Maybe to like there. And then maybe I could push the terrain away just a tiny bit. Okay, let's see. Nope, wrong way. There we go. So we push it away slightly. And so now you've got this nice archway that you walk under when you come in here, stone archway. I don't know how realistic this is, but you know, it kind of looks okay. Now, you know, I'm kind of thinking now we don't need that anymore. And we probably don't need it on this side anymore either. This side looks okay. This side looks like a little flimsy on top, so what we'll do, whoops. We'll just duplicate this piece and just push it back. And there, that just kind of fills that in a little bit. And then we could take the terrain here and do a pull and just kind of like... pull it in towards us a little bit. Okay, we need to pull it in a little bit more, like right here. It's not wanting to cooperate because of the path. Okay, let's close this off right here, and then we'll clean it up a little bit. Okay. And then we'll come down under here and look at it this way, and we'll do just a little bit of pushing. And push a little bit more right there. Okay. And we'll paint it. I'm real big on painting. Because it really does change the whole look and feel of the terrain. And then, let's see. I think we need to just put like a rock right there. Bushes, rocks. This one's kind of big. Oh, that was good. And then rotate it this way just a little bit. Yeah, okay, I like that. And I think we need another one kind of down on the ground. No. Let's see. No, that's not working for me. Okay, and then like a little tiny, a little tiny one right here. Okay. Okay, so how does that look when you come in? That, that looks pretty good. And could probably do a couple rocks just like right along the trim here. Let's go back to scenery. How big is this? Yeah, that's good. So if I use control and get it to like there, then I can hit. Oops, I'm supposed to be able to hit X. Okay, but that works. No. Okay, X. Let's rotate this one just a little bit. And can we get one like right over here without it looking too... Whoa. Sometimes it's really hard to figure out which way the arrows are actually pointing. Okay, so we'll do like that. Okay, so you walk in, and gosh, I don't know. This seems kind of like kind of trashy right there, where you can kind of just see right through. But then again, at the same time, I don't want to like make it look any different. It looks a little cheap, doesn't it, though? It looks a little cheap. Oh, boy. I really don't want to mess with it any more than that, though. What if we took one of these, flipped it... No, I duplicated. I flipped it upside down. And then just kind of like... kind of sealed that off. I think that at least looks a little bit better. We'll do it on this side. Okay. All right. And so now, what are we left with? You know, I don't know. I don't know if I like the aesthetic of this being able to see through right there. I don't know if I like it. I'm kind of inclined to fill in the wall right here. But at the same time, I'm kind of like a less is more. And it's already getting kind of overkill. And what I really want to work on now that we've got like all that figured out, now we can kind of do something over here. So let's turn our attention up top really quick. And let's just kind of fill it in quickly, and then maybe I'll do the rest of it in the next episode or maybe off camera, because like this was really kind of the hard part. We needed to get something down here that looked a little bit realistic before I went and I added anything up here. So now that that's done, we can kind of do the top part probably pretty easy. And so what I want to do, what I'm looking at doing, is maybe using these. Maybe using those. Maybe I want it on top of like this. So let's see. Okay, so is this gold trim? What piece is this? Nah, it's just temple wall. Okay. Yeah, of course. So I could do that. And then we could do it on this side. Do they have curved ones? Like with all the other building pieces? I don't see any that curve and wrap around. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but... There's no curves! Right? There's no curves. I'm not crazy. There's no curved pieces. I don't see any curved pieces. I don't see any curved pieces. Okay, so what we do is we just do that. And then... okay, do like that. And then we'll figure out something over here. Okay. And then this piece right here where it's starting to flicker... we'll split it from the building, and then we can hit X, and then just like... all we have to do is move it a tiny bit one way or the other, and then it will be fine. We go back in here. On top of these ones... where are they? These. I'm thinking I want these. Come on. Okay, and then we just set it like that. And we could even like offset it just a tiny bit. We could. But I'm gonna bring it all the way up to it, to the fire pit. Okay. There we go. And then one of the other things that I want to do, and I just haven't done yet, is I want to color all of these pieces the same color as the sandstone. So I'll go back in and I'll do that at some point. I've been kind of putting that off. Okay, so now we'll duplicate. Flip it around. What did I do? No. Okay. And then we'll go down this way. And then we probably want to duplicate this piece. There we go. Go right over the railing. Looking at the white line right in the center. Okay. And then where it looks kind of ugly right here, well, one, we could just leave it. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a large park, believe me. Nobody's going to notice every single imperfection. The park's too big to notice everything. But the other thing we could do is we could always just put like a column right here. Nobody's going to walk along this area anyways, so it's okay. It's okay if we do like funny things. It'll clip a little bit. And then, so now that we've kind of got that, you know, that's kind of like the safety measure to keep people from falling off the side or you know, tipping over. What I can do is we can go in and we can just pretty much put anything we want right here that just kind of makes this whole thing look solid. It doesn't really matter what we do. And then we'll want to put something in over here as well. And I'm thinking we maybe need to have like a support kind of going underneath here to look like this is being held up. So maybe we'll take one of these right here and slide it over to about here and just make it go all the way up till it meets right here. Maybe we'll do something like that. And then when we fill the rest of this in up here with solid pieces, it won't look so funky. But I do kind of want to fill this in. It looks a little odd the way it is now with it open and with the path coming down. So I just want to kind of fill in this empty space and make it look more like a solid structure. And then that's pretty much everything I want to do over here with this temple station outside the little exit and stuff out there. Okay, so I think that's long enough for this episode. We're at 46 minutes. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. You have a good afternoon, and take care.